Okay, so for today, I'm going to be working questions 35 through 38. 35 and 36 says solve for x. I see something about the angles of triangles. And then 37, 38, I have to solve for a variable. And I see has to deal with angles of triangles. So let me show you guys something pretty cool. Let me bring out a program that we had used before. I know I talk about this when we talk about that we used this triangle before when we talk about that the biggest angle was opposite from the biggest side, the smallest angle was opposite from the smallest side. We talk about that. And then just for us to remember this thing that I use, that those numbers that is changing as I move my triangle, it automatically calculates the corners of my angles of my triangles. It automatically calculates the angles. So let me use a calculator here. I'm gonna go to calculate, and then I'm gonna tell it, I want you to look at this angle, angle BAC. I want you to add it to angle ABC. So far, it's telling me 136.322. And then I want you to add the third angle. So basically, I wanted to add all three angles. So right now it said it added up to 180. Now, what if I change my angles? Want you to pay attention to look at the angles, how the numbers are going to change, and look at what happens to my addition at the bottom. Hmm. So my angles can change, but the three angles, the addition of the three angles, it is always 180. No matter how much I change this, it always goes to 180. Pretty cool. It always adds up to 180. Huh. Now, this is an experiment that you guys could try at home. I'm not going to do it now. However, one thing you guys could do is if you guys have a triangle, so cut up a triangle to a piece of paper. Let me just draw it here. Let's say that's a triangle. Let's say that's straight. So go as straight as possible. Otherwise, it will throw your experiment off. This is something if you guys want to try. And then color the corners. So I'm gonna come over it. I'm gonna color each of the corners, and then cut them out. Like just tear them off. Just cut this, cut this, cut this. So you should have three corners. You should have your three corners cut out. Now, one thing, put them together. So put one corner here, put the second corner there, and then put the third corner there. That's something that will always happen. Like I said, something if you guys want to try out. Now, this thing will always happen because look at the three angles. The three angles gave me half of a circle. So that the three angles give me 180. Something that will always happen. Pretty cool. Now, having that said, we can take a look at our work now. We know that the sum of the angles, the three angles of a triangle, will always add up to 180. So here for number 35 on my notes, it says solve for x. What the way I'm going to solve this, I'm going to add everything. So I'm going to add the three angles, x plus 40 plus 75 plus 70. Notice I added everything, and I'm going to say this is equal to 180. The three angles of a triangle always add up to 180. Okay, let me simplify things a little. Let me cross a little segment through the equal sign. Let me simplify the left side because there's a bunch of things there. When it comes to letters, I only have one X. So I'm just going to write one X there. Numbers wise, I have 40 plus 75 plus 70. Pause this video if you need to, grab a calculator if you need to. 40 plus 75 plus 70, in my case, gives me 185. So I have plus 185, and this is equal to 180. I just simplified the left side because I wanted to make it a little more simple for me to see. Okay, I'm leaving x by itself because I'm solving for x, right? So this plus 185, I'm going to move it to the other side as a minus 185. Don't forget to switch the sign. Right? It was plus on the left side, so it's minus on the right side. So I have that x is equal to 180 minus 185 gives me negative 5. So x equals negative 5. There's my answer. It is okay for x to be a negative value. The angles are positive. So if I was to plug it in here, negative 5 plus 40, yeah, I get a positive number. It is okay for x to be negative. All right, let's take a look at number 36. So I'm going to add the three angles of the triangle. I see 45, that's one of my angles. So 45 plus 5x, that's my other angle, plus now this box right here. We have talked about this before. When the angle is represented with a box, that means 90. I'm going to add, I'm going to go plus 90. So 45 plus 5x plus 90. Don't forget that corner. And all of this is equal to 180. Remember, the three angles of a triangle add up to 180. All right, let me simplify the left side. When it comes to letters, I only see a positive 5x. So I'm just going to write 5x. When it comes to numbers that don't have a letter, I see 45 plus 90. 45 plus 90 is 135. So let me go plus 135. This is equal to 180. Remember, I'm adding the three angles of a triangle and equals to 180. Okay, I want to have 5x by itself. So this plus 135, I'm going to move it to the other side as a minus 135. Don't forget to switch the sign. So here I have the 5x equals, now 180 minus 135 is 45. I have 5x equals 45. The x is not by itself. There's a 5 in front of it. So let me divide both sides by 5. So I get x is equal to 9, right? 45 divided by 5 gave me 9. Okay. Now let's take a look at number 37. Solve for x given the following triangle. I know that I'm going to add all of my angles. So the three angles, I'm going to add everything. X plus 17, that's the first angle, plus 33, that's the second angle, plus 71, that's the third angle. It is equal to 180. Remember, the three angles of a triangle equals to 180. Let me separate my sides through the equal sign. The left side, there's a bunch of things there. So let me simplify this a little. Letter-wise, I only see 1x. So I'm just going to write 1x. Number-wise, I see 17 plus 33 plus 71. So 17 plus 33 plus 71, that is 121. Okay, so plus 121. I simplify that. And I know that all of this is equal to 180. I want x by itself, so this plus 121, I'm going to move it to the other side as a minus 121. Don't forget to switch the sign. So I get x is equal to 180 minus 121 is equal to 59. So x equals 59. Not bad. Doesn't have to be always x. Let's take a look at number 38. Remember, in mathematics, when we don't know the value of something, we replace it with the letter. Any letter. So number 38, we're going to solve for y, given the following triangle. So we don't know the value of y, right? It's just a number that I don't know. So let me add everything. Y minus 17 plus 55 plus 48 equals 180. Because remember, the three angles of a triangle always add up to 180. Okay, let me separate my sides to the equal sign. On the left side, I have a y. Letter-wise, I only have a y. So let me write 1y. Number-wise, -17 plus 55 plus 48. Keep in mind, I call it -17 just in case you type it on the calculator. Don't go -17 because then it's going to tell you error. So I just for the calculator to understand, I went -17 plus 55 plus 48. So all that is 86. Okay, good. I simplify it and it's 86 and all this is equal to 180. To get the y by itself, the plus 86, let me move it over as a minus 86. But don't forget to switch your sign. So y is equal to 180 minus 86 is equal to 94. Good. There is my value of y. When I solve, I'm just asking for the value. So there you go.